Yes, guys, AJ here from Just Teaching Stuff. I hope you guys are well. Guys, one of the biggest reasons why you're not getting those Etsy sales is because you haven't actually optimized your listings properly. And this is a very, very big problem. And a lot of people don't actually know why they're not selling. Now, obviously, there are many other reasons where it could be, for example, wrong product selection. You know, you're in the wrong niche. So I'm going to do a very quick mini tutorial how to actually to maximize the chance of getting that amazing passive income, guys. And remember, this can go for digital products, print on demand. It can be anything that you actually sell. It's just a process that works. It's a strategy that works. So, but as usual, if you love Etsy products, you love creating, researching, listing, and all of that mad Etsy stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can get more of these kind of videos in your feed to make that amazing passive income, man. Anyways, check this out. So, look, let's say, and this applies to any niche. So just imagine you're doing your own niche. So do a little kind of watch along. Listen to me and just follow along and try and do this. Now, listen, I'm looking at Tumblr wraps in particular. That's going to be my niche that I'm going to use for this little demo. So Tumblr wraps are really popular because people, and I'll tell you what they are firstly. You know, obviously everyone knows what tumblers are, and what people do tend to do is they buy Tumblr wraps, the design that goes actually around the Tumblr, because they want to personalize it, they want to customize it and make it their own. So they buy some Tumblr wraps, digital download Tumblr wraps, right? And then they'll put it around their Tumblrs. So I'm going to look at this specifically as my sort of example. But remember, you can apply to any niche you want. It's a process. So let's say I want to create a listing and I need to optimize a listing for this. But what I need to do is before you actually do your actual listing in terms of like the title, the product description, the tags, the images, first thing you need to do, the most crucial thing you need to do is to do your research and go away and see what is working. Now, I'm going to show you a process of doing this so that it informs you and helps you optimize your own listings. So first thing you need to do is use some kind of SEO tool, research tool. I use EverBee. You can actually try it out for free access. And actually you can do what I'm doing now by clicking on the link and just trying it along. You don't have to pay. It's like I said, there's free access to try out. And you know, many of the research tools actually have a free access, which is really good because you always want to try these things out and see if it works for you. But anyways, I'm going to use EverBee and I'm going to do my product analytics. Now, what I like to do is whenever I'm selling in a particular niche is I like to do my research to find out what is selling, right? What is selling very well. So, but there's a particular skill to finding this out. And this is going to inform me to optimize my listing. So I want to go to search the entire database across the whole of Etsy, man. The whole database is going to be under my scrutiny, man. Anyways, so Tumblr wraps, 737,000 Tumblr wraps I'm going to be looking at. And now what I want to do is I need to focus on the actual wraps themselves, right? So I'm going to go down until I find a little bundle because these are usually bundles, right? Now, I found something that looks interesting already. Crazy, right? I found the Zodiac bundle. So these wraps, and they're making 3,340. Now, this is what EverBee does. It's going to give you all the stats, and you need all that stats, all that information, because it's going to help you. Now, this one is a Zodiac bundle. It's 3,340, right? It's made 2,293,000 last month. Now, you might be saying to me, wow, that's pretty good. Now, it is pretty good, but the listing age is 13 months. Now, that's all well and good, but you know what I'm looking at? I am looking at recent listings between, let's say, 1, maybe 4 months maximum, right? Maximum, because this is going to help me understand that if it's a recent listing that's making money quickly, then the most likely their listing has been optimized pretty well, right? So learning from your competitors is key to this. So I'm going to keep sifting through. Actually, I'm going to filter. So go filter. And let's say maximum can be 3 or 4 months, 3 or 4 months old, you know, because it takes a while for the algorithm to kick in and then help you. So I like to give it maybe 3-4 months maximum. You know, if it's a listing age of 1 or 2 months, I mean, that's fabuloso, but there may be other reasons, right? But let's just go for those maximum 3 to 4 months. It may well be something that is more recent. Okay. So I'm going to look at some of these, see what's going on. Now, obviously, you know, part of your investigation, just to make sure that you're going, you know, clicking on the right kind of things. Now, look at this. I found something that's interesting. Okay, very interesting. It's called Funny Chickens or something. It's a 3-month-old listing, so it falls within my sort of bracket of being newish, right? Now, let me click on this. Now, look at this. Just this one listing is going to give you so much information, right? And that can be in any niche. Remember, between 1 and 4-month-old listings, and then you do your analysis, right? Now, this is making, it's a 3-month-old listing making $1,556, right? For 1-month-old listing is really good. But listen to where the magic is and where the analysis goes. it's got an average conversion of 17.49. That is crack-a-lacking crazy. Now, the higher the conversion, the better. Now, that conversion is amazing. It's crazy, right? This has given me so much information. Now, this is a good starting point. Then I go further with my analysis, right? Then I might go further with my analysis. Remember, apply this to your own one, right? So look, it may be a case of chicken lovers out there just love this. It's a bestseller, boom. It's got 20 plus in a basket, boom. You know, I would probably go further. I would then look at the store, the shop itself, as in the store, the Etsy store that sells this, because I want to gauge an idea of how many sales. So look, this has a 8,975 sales, right? Got 573 listings. So if I look at the age of the store as well, because this is part of the process of understanding how good, you know, if it's a recent, store as well, that's even better. That's even better. Although, you know, it can still be good if it's not a recent store, but that just actually helps me see that this new listing and it's a new store is making that much. Now, look, this is showing me something. The listing age, the oldest listing on here is 4 months old. So, you know, they actually really started to sell about 4 months old. So it's quite a recent store as well, which is a really good sign. So what does my analysis tell me, right? My analysis tell me it's a recent store making money, right? It's in the chicken sort of tumbler niche, funny chicken tumbler, 20-ounce skinny, right? So all of these, and it's got a fantastic conversion. So looking at the actual listing itself, which is helping it convert really well, I need to look at the listing itself, right? So this is where you conclude, you get all the information. Now, what you can see is the title is here. So all of these are keywords that are helping it rank, right? So obviously these are really good, possibly good keywords. It's a bestseller. You know, I'd probably analyze further, looking at the product description and so forth and the tags. But, you know, obviously, you know, what's really interesting about this one as well in particular is that there are actually no other images. And, you know, images always help to sell the product. Now, it does have a mock-up here, the three tumbler mock-up, which you can see right in front of you. But like I said, you know, you have to make sure that you keep analyzing. Look at the ones that sell. Now, I don't just look at one listing and then just say, you know, that's it. That works for me. I'm going to go with a funny chicken looking one, right? No, I don't do that. I look further. I go further and see what else. So look, here's another one, which is the Zodiac, if you like, niche. And I know that the Zodiac tumbler niche is a very interesting one. Again, there's a 2-month-old listing making 1,507. Now, it's got a really good conversion as well, which I like. So what I would tend to do is I'll start looking at this one. And this is really nice. I like the 12 different tumblers, 20-ounce skinny. Astrology tumbler wraps are really popular and they are growing in popularity. So I'll look at the title. I'll look at the images that they produced, you know, are really nice. Again, 12 different ones. You get a whole bundle of them. But, you know, I've seen these before and they tend to do one. What you need to do is you go back to EverBee. And if you start seeing that the Zodiac repeats itself, the Zodiac tumbler style, and they're still making money and they're all recent, because what that does is it ticks something in your mind saying, okay, I've seen this repeat itself 3-4 times. There are other sellers, other listings that are recent as well that are selling on this. Then it confirms in my mind that this is something to go for. So what I'm trying to say is don't just like take the word of maybe one listing because it's doing well. Try and see a second one if possible, and possibly a third one that's just making money, not necessarily as much as, you know, as much as this one, but still making money and it's still recent. And that gives you a really good indicator that it could be a good niche to sub niche to get into. And then what you'd probably want to do after that is you start using these keywords and seeing how the keyword score is, how good they are. So if I analyze a listing, for example, and then what I would do is if I was to do maybe a Zodiac tumbler wrap, because after I've confirmed maybe 2 or 3 are doing really well, then I would formulate my listing. And I'll start looking at listing words, these title words are so important to try to have, right, in my title too, obviously in a different way. And then also I might start analyzing tags. So look at this, just give you an idea about listing tags. Now, EverBee gives you an idea of volume for certain keywords and competition. Now, I can see straight away that this keyword Zodiac sign bundle has a volume of 482 people searching on a monthly basis with 3,872. It's got a fantastic keyword score of 120. So I know that having Zodiac sign bundle on my title, on my listing somewhere is going to help push that and help sell it, right? Because it's a very good keyword score. So already I've got a golden nugget right there. That keyword score is fabuloso. And I can probably guarantee that they will have this in their title somewhere, because the title is the key to getting that optimization. So Zodiac sign bundle, let's just have a look at the listing. Let's see, Zodiac sign is there, and then bundle is also there. See? So it doesn't have to be in the exact order, as long as the algorithm picks up those words. Zodiac sign, bundle. So just these 3 keywords by themselves are helping push this and helping it sell. Like I said, it's a 2-month-old listing, making, you know, approximately $1,507. Amazing. So it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about knowing what works. And this listing works. This keyword works, Zodiac sign bundle. And then you'll start looking at other words that maybe they've used, and then see what the keyword score using EverBee again. Just go across to EverBee, go to keyword research, and type in the keyword score and see if those keywords are good. And also include your own keywords around Zodiac. What's nice with EverBee, you can actually do your keyword research and add more words into the title that will help push it, right? And that's how you optimize, guys. You look and see what works, what is really good, what is working, and then create your own sort of design style around it. Now, like I said, the designs are these. It doesn't mean you're going to create a design like this. You can create your own design, but you know that the premise, the idea of the Zodiac sign bundle and having 12 of these are a good one to go for, right? But obviously, you create your own design, make sure that you have your own idea around it, own originality, right? But just get ideas from what is working and learn how you need to optimize yours by looking at the competition and see what they've used to optimize their listing, so it informs you better to optimize your own listings. And that's the key to this, guys. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about learning and seeing what works, but having your own twist to it, having your own idea to it, right? What I would do also to help sell a listing, you know, obviously looking at the listing images, look what they've done. So they've been very clear, showing you all 12 of what these Zodiac sign tumblers look like in a mock-up style. Nice and clear. That clarity is important as well. And then I'll look at the product description and see what else they've included, maybe just how they've sort of presented the information so that there's clarity there. I'll look at reviews. I'll start studying reviews, all these 28 reviews from this one, right? And then I'll see what this, you know, the buyers are saying, the customers. Learn from the customers as well, right? What do they say about it, right? And that's it. And then obviously get your pricing right. Make sure the pricing is on point. Listen, if any of these are not in place, or they don't tick a box, or the customer's not happy with, you won't get the sell. So every single part of your listing, optimization, images, everything has to be on point so you can get the sell. Pricing, sale, make sure you got a sale on it, right? Especially if you're starting out. These are all very important things that you need to do to make sure you get those sales. But that's what you do, guys, to get your listing optimization. Is you learn from the best, see what they've done, and obviously create your own style. Make sure you got the right keywords in place. But this is how you would go about doing this, guys. Hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. See you on the next one. Take care, Take care.